fathers can get pregnancy symptoms. Real ones: morning sickness, food cravings, weight gain, even labor pains, with no womb and no baby growing inside them. For centuries, people assumed men like this were faking it, or after attention. Then scientists measured their hormones. What they found was stranger than anyone expected. It has a name: Couvade Syndrome. The word comes from the old French couver, to brood, to hatch, the way a bird sits on an egg. And that's almost what it looks like. As his partner's pregnancy goes on, a man starts to change. He feels queasy in the mornings. He gains weight around the middle. His teeth ache. He craves food he never wanted before. Some men get cramps. A few describe something close to labor pain when the birth begins. None of it is in his imagination, but none of it is an illness either. His body is doing this on purpose. The first people to study it seriously were two British psychiatrists, William Trethewey and M.F. Conlon. In 1965, they surveyed hundreds of expectant fathers and their partners, looking for physical symptoms that appeared during the pregnancy and vanished after the birth. They found them everywhere. They gave the pattern its clinical name: the Couvade Syndrome. How common is it? The estimates are all over the map. Some studies find it in about 1 in 10 fathers. Others, using a looser definition, find some symptom in as many as 9 out of 10. Whatever the true number, it is not rare, and it is not new. Doctors had simply never given it a name. For a long time, the easy explanation was anxiety. An anxious, over-involved father, the thinking went, was making himself sick with worry. Then researchers did something obvious. They took blood. In 2000, a Canadian team led by Anne Story and Katharina Wynne Edwards measured the hormones of expectant fathers. The men's bodies were shifting. Their testosterone was falling. Their prolactin, a hormone tied to nurturing, and, in mothers, to milk, was rising. Near the birth, their cortisol climbed. These are not the numbers of a man who is simply worried. This is a body being chemically retuned for fatherhood, and the symptoms ride along with the tuning. Here's why that matters. Humans are one of the few mammals where fathers actually help raise the young. A human baby is helpless for years. For most of our history, a mother could not feed, carry, and protect that child alone. So evolution had an interest in the father sticking around and caring, not hunting, not competing, not chasing new mates. Lower testosterone does exactly that. It turns a man's dial down on aggression and mating and up on tending. His body starts preparing for the baby before the baby arrives. The nausea and the cravings may just be the messy side effects of a much older program switching on. And it isn't only chemistry. In cultures all over the world, fathers have performed couvade as a ritual, taking to bed during the birth, mimicking labor, keeping to the mother's diet and rules, as if to share the ordeal. Anthropologists have described it for over a century. The strange part is that the ritual and the syndrome point the same way, toward a father whose body and behavior bend around the pregnancy whether he decides to or not. He isn't performing. Somewhere under his awareness, his body is listening to hers. We like to think pregnancy happens to one person, one body, one set of symptoms, a partner watching from the outside. But the biology never drew that line so cleanly. A father can be pulled in without a single cell of his changing shape. The baby isn't even born yet, and already it's rewriting the man who's waiting for it.